And so it is all about building a firm foundation. And so when I think of firm foundations, I always think of a tree. And this is a Douglas fir tree, one of Britain's tallest trees. And it's really important that we understand the concept of why a tree is able to grow so tall. This one is 217 foot and still be standing. And the reason for that is because before the tree grows up, it goes down deep into the ground and it lays its roots deep into the ground so that as it grows and develops, it's still able to stand the test of time through the storms and the winds and everything else that comes up against it. And so we have to have that same kind of understanding and firm foundation when we're thinking about networking. And so what we have to think about and decide and understand is, what is the problem that you are trying to solve? When you are talking to someone and connecting with them and you're trying to build up connections, what is the problem that you are trying to solve? What is the point? Why is there value in them engaging with you? And you have to be really clear on what you can solve, because people want someone to solve something. That's why people invest their money in them. And how you do that is that it's like a plot. So you sell their issue as being the villain, and you are the hero in that story. And one of the interesting things is when you think about films, in the first 3 minutes, sorry, of any film, they will always show you the villain and the hero, because what they want to do is get you engaged with the plot so that you want to find out what's going to happen in the end. And that's the same kind of thing what happens with networking. As you sell the plot of the villain and you being able to be the hero to help them, they are more engaged and wanting to know how this can end up in their favor, how this can help them, how they can have a good, positive end to the story. So it's also important to highlight the cost and the impact. So make it urgent. So if they don't engage in this, how will their situation become worse? If there's a problem within their service, within their team, within their organization, how worse can it get if they don't act? Why is it that it's a priority for them to engage in that? And that's what you want to highlight. And then finally, you want to get a what next? So you want to get a commitment. So it could be a meeting, a time when you're going to call them. It might be a business card, but you want to end up with something from them so you can continue the conversation. Because it's not about you're going to have this one conversation and then they're going to be buying your product. It is about building rapport. But what you want to do is by the end of that initial conversation, that you're able to get something, some kind of commitment to show that they want to take this to the next step.